Hello everyone and welcome to Crypto Night, the crypto investor channel. I'm Boris, so let's dive in. I am back after a few weeks of traveling for work, and I'm with Colton today. Hello Colton.
Hey Boris, welcome back. It's good to have you back. Today we'll be talking about Ethereum. Can you let us know what is Ethereum?
All right, so Ethereum, the big number two, of course it's a layer one. It is now a proof of stake blockchain as of last year. And it's pretty much the big L1 that started it all for all the other copycats that came after, where they invented pretty much the smart contracts. They created also what's called the ERC-20 tokens, which allows other applications to create on the Ethereum blockchain their own tokens, but powered by Ethereum. And usually those tokens, they are used, to pay trading fees or to do governance, etc.
Well, thank you, Boris. What about the history and performance of Ethereum?
So back in 2013, Vitalik Buterin, he published the Ethereum whitepaper, which was, of course, outlining the fact that it was going to be a blockchain that will have smart contracts, etc. And then in 2014, Gavin Wood did the yellow paper. And in case you don't know what is the difference between the white paper and the yellow paper, the white paper is the business idea, whereas the yellow paper is basically the technical documentation, like how does it work technically in reality. So in 2014, he published the yellow paper to provide really all the technical details on how Ethereum would work. They did some fundraising in 2014, where Ethereum, because of that money, Ethereum network was able to go live in July 2015. That's where you see it's been around for 8 years. So not as much as Bitcoin, but it's been around for a long time. Also, like I said, the transition from proof of work to proof of stake as of September last year. And now that they don't have miners anymore, they have validators that are securing the network and earning rewards. And also, that's when you were finally able to really stake. So first of all, on the ecosystem, it's the largest one. That's where you have the most applications, dApps, smart contracts, etc. It's the biggest one. Second of all, another great idea that came up on the Ethereum network are the layer 2 solutions, because the fees are up there since especially the gas fees are high on Ethereum because there's so much traffic, so much demand. So companies like Polygon or Arbitrum, they came up with what's called a layer 2. So they concentrate multiple transactions into one transaction on the main Ethereum blockchain, therefore reducing costs and also making things a lot faster. But the biggest thing really is the cost, because it reduces down from several dollars, like sometimes $20, $30 transaction fees on the Ethereum blockchain becomes just a few cents on a layer 2. The other thing that they are coming up with now, layer 2, they're already in place, already working. For the future of Ethereum, sharding is the next big thing, where basically they're going to split the databases into 64 shard chains, which basically allows, think of it like a highway. If you have a highway with only one lane, it gets congested very quickly. If suddenly you have 64 lanes on both sides, then traffic flows really fast. So, and then validators would only verify the shard that they are responsible for, instead of the entire network and all the transactions. So that's some scalability things that they're working on for the future. Ether or ETH is the coin for the Ethereum ecosystem, and it's mainly used to pay for gas fees. so that you can execute, for instance, transactions and smart contracts. It is also what you earn if you stake. You'll be paid in ETH, so you're paid in the same kind that you're staking. It is used also to trade and to exchange on different exchanges. You can trade ETH for a lot of different other cryptocurrencies. And it is also ETH that you can deposit to use as collateral whenever you're doing some decentralized finance. So if you're getting a loan and you can deposit, those ETH, you can also generate yield. So you can do a lot of stuff. So the coin is really what powers the whole Ethereum ecosystem. Of course, it is available everywhere. Binance, Coinbase, everybody. So the all-time high was $48.78, so close to $5,000 back in November 2021. The all-time low was a long time ago, 8 years ago, basically October 2015. It was 43 cents. You can imagine, if you were lucky enough to have bought at 43 cents and sell it at almost $5,000. Current market cap is $226 billion. It's a billion. And currently there's a total supply of 120 million coins. Now there is no max supply, and the circulating supply is the same than the total supply. There is no max supply because they can keep on generating coins. But the cool thing is with Ethereum is like it is deflationary currently, meaning that it's creating new coins, but it's burning more than it's creating currently. So there is a contraction on the total supply right now. And it could keep on going that way if people keep on using as much as they're using, because the whole thing is they're trying to burn some of the coins through the gas fees, and therefore trying to reduce the supply. So pretty interesting thing to see. Of course, it's a great coin to own. Personally, I mean, that's my opinion. You do whatever you want, but I think it's definitely a great coin to own.
Great information there, Boris. Can we now kind of change gears and talk about the on-chain data?
Yeah, so there's quite a few. We'll go quickly over it. So their real volume over the past month, from the end of May to the end of June, is up by 193%. So lots of volume going up. The market dominance slightly down, minus 2.5%, no big deal. The Sharpe ratio, which is basically the performance of an asset compared to what would be a risk-free asset over a window of time. So over the past month, it's up 395%. That's pretty good. The volatility, 22, almost 23%. Okay, well, it's crypto, so it's going to be volatile pretty often. Active addresses count, up 15%. Also a good metric to see that they keep on gaining. They're already huge, but they keep on gaining more active addresses. Transaction volume up 7%.
Yeah, and for the people watching, we didn't compare Ethereum to anyone else because we usually compare the, XYZ coin to Ethereum. If you'd like to see a comparison, our video from earlier this week on Monday basically was Bitcoin versus Ethereum. So if you want that on-chain data, go watch that video. But thank you, Boris. For now, can we talk about the latest news with Ethereum?
What we're seeing is a big inflow of investment from BlackRock to Fidelity to HSBC. I mean, everybody wants to create their own Bitcoin ETF. There are several futures Bitcoin ETFs already available, but there are no spot ETF. And that's what BlackRock is applied for. And they've been followed by a whole bunch of others, from Valkyrie to Invesco to Fidelity. I mean, everybody's trying to do this. So first of all, there's a lot of money flowing in. Second of all, like I was saying, some of the banks like HSBC, they're already starting to offer the Bitcoin futures ETFs to their clients. So we're seeing a FOMO, basically, a fear of missing out from the banks, the retirement funds, everybody that's in finance. They're basically like, it's a lot. I think it was reported that BlackRock got over 600,000 requests on their website for investment in cryptocurrencies. Therefore, they finally thought like, gee, we have to do something. We can't ignore it anymore, because we have so many of our own clients that are requesting like, hey, do you have a way for me to put a little money or some money into cryptocurrency? And you know how it is. If they don't respond, if they ignore, they're like, no, we don't do cryptocurrencies. At some point, these people are going to walk out. They're going to go somewhere else. So they're like, we can't lose our customers. So we need to start offering cryptocurrencies. And that's why I think we see such a rush that suddenly they're all like, okay, maybe it's time we get in. And then the last thing is the introduction of hyperchains. So they could provide what's called a trustless validating bridge, you know, between different chains and different L1s. So that's also something that Ethereum is trying to do, is to do some scalability and include projects like Polkadot or Cosmos or Near, you know, but it's not easy because obviously you need to trust those other chains. But I think we're going to see more and more integration between the top chains out there so that they can easily work with one another. But of course, security is also a big problem because there's been a lot of, you know, hackers getting in, getting able to steal money. So security is a big issue. So this is going to take some time, I think, to develop those bridges and to make several L1s, you know, work together and have trustless bridges.
Awesome. What about the staking boards? Can you stake Ethereum, and where should we be doing this to get the best return on our investment?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of pools out there and stuff. You can stake it yourself. You have to have at least 32 ETH, or you need to have, 32 ETH to do a solo thing. The only problem is that, you know, there are pros and cons, and there could be penalties if you do malicious things. So you got to be careful what you're doing. Most people, they're using Lido these days, but that's also a problem because they're getting too heavy. So you have also other ones like Rocket Pool, and so basically there's a few different ones. But the best is you can stake from a cold wallet, like a hardware wallet, and you can easily stake your coins from your hardware wallet. So it's as secure as possible, and then use one of those services like Lido or Rocket Pool.
Thank you, Boris. Now, what about the price prediction? Do you really see Ethereum hitting a 15x in the next 7 years?
I think that's a conservative number. I think it's going to go even higher than that. I mean, right now, by next year, we should be able to go back to $4,000 roughly. And then by 2026, we would probably reach closer to $9,000, $8,000 to $9,000. By 2017, by 2028, we should be around the lands of about 17,000. And then by 2030, currently predictions are around 35,000, but there was one the other day that really made a lot of sense that was talking more along the lines of about 50K. And I think 50K is definitely a possibility for ETH. Now, of course, some stuff needs to line up. I mean, you need to have a good adoption worldwide. The numbers are growing, the number of users, the number of transactions, things are growing. The more the adoption, the more the chances are that we will reach those numbers. But 30K to me for ETH is kind of a minimum. But I think that definitely 50K is a high possibility as well. This is not a crazy number. So that's it for today. Thank you, Colton. Thank you, everyone. We look forward to see you on the next Kryptonite video. I hope this video helps. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. And if you like the video at the end, click on the thumbs up.